Let's go back to Mahomes here for a minute. 37 touchdowns, 4,800 passing yards last season, and the second quarterback basically taken in fantasy drafts. And if the numbers are the same this year, then he's going exactly where he should. So, do you anticipate the numbers, Davis, being exactly the same?
I think there's a reasonable chance that he could actually be more effective this season than he was last season. So behind Tyreek Hill, the three wide receivers who played the most snaps on the Kansas City Chiefs were Demarcus Robinson, who signed with the Raiders, got cut, and is now with the Ravens, Byron Pringle, who moved on to the Chicago Bears this offseason and is reportedly playing as the fourth wide receiver for the Chicago Bears, and McCole Hardman. The guys, like, those guys are not good. Let's just be honest about it. Demarcus Robinson, McCole Hardman, they just not. I mean, they're fine, right? Especially in the context of playing with Patrick Mahomes. But now we're talking about Juju Smith-Schuster, who basically was the best 21-year-old wide receiver the NFL has ever seen. 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns as a 21-year-old. Backed it up with a great sophomore season, then started to battle with injuries a little bit, and just was not as good in his third and fourth seasons. Re-signed the one-year deal with the Steelers last year. The Chiefs reportedly wanted him last offseason as well, and I think that would have been a good addition for them to have made, but he went back to the Steelers. They add Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who has led the NFL in yards per reception twice and was a member of NFC Conference Championship teams, but just was never asked to play an expanded role in Green Bay because that's what Rodgers does, right? If Rodgers decides, I don't trust that guy, he's not getting the ball. I think we are going to see a little bit different performance from him. And then they take Sky Moore in the second round of the NFL draft, who was a lot of people's favorite prospect. And I'm not saying he should have gone in the first round because I don't think he should have, but he was an early to career prospect, super, super productive at Western Michigan, did well at the combine, good returns on him all off season at Chiefs training camp. I think there's a lot of room for Mahomes to grow. And I think one of the biggest things we'll see is that I don't know if they trust any of these running backs, especially near the goal line. No one on the roster really. So I would not be surprised to see them be super pass heavy near the goal line either. Mahomes, in a lot of these drafts is going, honestly, falling quite a bit. I did an FFPC main event draft the other night where we got him in the middle of the 6th round. And I mean, that just feels like stealing to me. I mean, to get potentially the top quarterback in fantasy that late.